I will give y'all an update on this trade. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Wealthy Bosses. Okay, that is my trading page. And then my real page is aliyehgabriella. Ella. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you a markup of me marking up the pair Gbpjpy. If you don't know, Gbp is the currency for the Great Britain pound, and JPY is the Japanese yen. Okay, so what we're doing is exchanging currencies between these two countries. All right, so if you're not familiar with the basics of Forex, you know, support and resistance, trend lines, highs and lows, higher lows, lower highs, you know, different things that go into the Forex terminology, then wait for the next video. I'm going to be going over the basics of Forex, including like support and resistance, and how I made like trading really simple. Okay, so this video is just going to be showing you like a breakdown of a pair that I am currently looking at and currently in a trade at the moment in a buy. All right, so I'm going to pull up a blank screen and type in Gbpjpy. As you can see, I have like this pinpoint right here because that is the chart that I have currently open, but I want to open a completely different chart that's completely naked so that you can kind of see how I marked up this pair. So here it is at the bottom. There is marking already on it. So what I'm going to do is just remove everything and just start completely fresh. What I like to do is do like a top-down analysis. And what I mean by that is starting at a very higher time frame. In this case, it would be the 4-hour time frame. So what this means is that each candle represents 4 hours. So if you look at the very bottom, where I have my mouse right now, at the bottom it says 1300. November 15th, 2021. Next to it would be 9 o'clock. So that was at 9 o'clock this morning that this last candle opened, and this current candle just opened at 1 p.m. It is 3:11 right now, so a new candle will be open in 4 more hours. If this one opened at 4 hours to that would be 5 o'clock. So a new candle will be opening at 5 o'clock, and that will be a new session in the market as well. So like I said, each candle is 4 hours, so you have 1300, 9 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 1 o'clock. So that's what you will see. You will see 5 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So it alternates like that. All right. So what I like to do is kind of see the trend that the market is already in. And looking at the 4-hour, it was a major sell-off that happened. I'm noticing that the market had lower highs and lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. And the reason why we're saying lower highs is because this high right here is lower than the last high that was presented. Okay, so lower low, lower high. Here's another lower high right here. Okay, so as you can see, we are in a down market right now in this very moment, but I can see price coming up to this trend line or like a common area. Like this right here will be an area of support. So if I mark this up right here, where these last two candles are, you can kind of see this was like an area of support, but now I see that market, you know, price may be coming up to present a new area of resistance. So resistance is like the ceiling, and then support is like the floor. All right, so as you can see where I marked up this horizontal line, and you'll have your tools over here on the right, the left side over here as well. And right now I'm just using like the horizontal line, but you see like you have the vertical line, you have your trend line. Those are really all you really need from this section, but these are your tools over here to the left. What I like to do is go ahead and star and favor them so that they're already down below in my favorites. So this horizontal line is close to a quarter point actually. And if you're not familiar with what a quarter point is, I did learn this concept from an instructor. Her name is Essence Chanel. I will leave her YouTube channel right here. You'll see it on the screen. Make sure you go subscribe to her channel. She does have a course teaching you like the basics of Forex and also her strategy. So I did find her strategy to be very life altering, I will say, because it did help me really improve my own strategy myself. So I do like to tie in my strategy indeed with hers. So what she does is use the quarter points, and what it is the last two numbers after the decimal. So you will see right here where the line is, it says 0.736. So the quarter points run in numbers like quarters. So you have 000, you have 2500, you have 500, and you have 750. And as you can see, this has the equivalent to quarters. So, you know, $1, 25 cents, 50 cents, and then 75 cents. Okay, but in this case we're using quarter points. Okay, so I'm going to keep this on the screen so that you can see. So right now, looking at the last three numbers after the decimal, you see it says 736. Okay, so if I go back and edit the number, I see that it's close to the 7500 point, so I'm just going to edit it to that. And as you can see, that just kind of cleaned up the area, and then it's also by a very common support area. Okay, so if I go down right here where price is lingering, I'm going to find like a area of support or a floor area for price. So I see one right about here. And if you look at the last three numbers after the decimal, you see 505, and that is close to our quarter point, 500. So I'm just going to go in and change that, 500. All right, so once I saw price bouncing from this quarter point level and it's like it's not continuing to go up, I saw that there was a rejection. So if you look closely, these wicks are areas of rejection, meaning that price does not want to continue down, and we're getting a bounce, you know, upward. We're getting a movement to the upside. Okay, so if I go down to the 1 hour, now you'll notice on the 1 hour, if you look down at the time frame, you see it says 1300, 1200, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. These candlesticks are measured in hourly inquiries. In the last chart that we saw, the time frame was 4 hours, so each candle was every 4 hours. We are now on the hour chart, so each candle is 1 hour apart. Okay, so if I see that I just did the 500, what I like to do is go up and find the next coming quarter point, which would be 750. Once you get familiar with like your candlestick formations, you'll kind of be able to see like candlestick patterns. And what I'm noticing right now is a head and shoulder pattern. So a head and shoulder is something like this. So you'll see boom, boom, lower, boom, back to this level, and then continues up. Okay, and then once you know that it's breaking from this head and shoulder pattern, is that you'll see it go higher than this level of resistance right here. So it starts to shoot up. Okay, and that's exactly what I'm noticing. Let me delete this. I don't want any confusion. That's what I'm noticing right here. You'll see that we had a down area to this level of support here. It came back up. It went down just a little lower. I think it may come up one more time and then come back to this level of support before it goes up to a higher level. Okay, hopefully that did not confuse you guys, but that is just what I see in the market. So the next quarter point above this 750 level would of course be the 000. I'm not going to get too close, but you know, I can always go in and type it in. Okay, so what I'm noticing right here is that price came below this 000 level in the past, shot up to give it a retest, and then continued down. What I'm noticing, it was some consolidation, and what consolidation is just ranging from a level of support and resistance, going from bouncing back basically. And then it eventually broke above that level of resistance, which is now acting as the level of support. And this wick rejection kind of confirmed that for me. All right, so the next quarter point above the 000, which I can see price reacting to now, which would be the 250. So right about here. And like I said, that's what price is reacting to now. So anytime price hits a resistance, price is going to bounce down. Anytime price hits like an area of support, price is going to jump off and jump up, go up. The next quarter point would be 500. And then, of course, we have 750. So looking at the hour, you can see price is just basically consolidating, okay? I can draw like a trend line from, let's say, like this area to here to where price is currently. If we get a breakout from here, of course, we are going to be shooting for the stars. And my definition of the stars would be just this 750 level, because me personally, I'm more of a scalper. So I'm not really going to be going for like 100 plus pips, and I'll talk about what pips are tomorrow. I'm going to be going for like 40 30 to 40 pips, really 20 to 40 pips, because I just don't want to be greedy. I want to take what I can and then collect the money that I can. I don't want to be greedy and just waiting around when I know that it is guaranteed that price could go to that level, okay? So as you can see right now, price is reacting to this level, this 250 level, and this trend line that we just marked up. So we may get some downside action, but I am still hoping for this buy. So what I am going to be looking for is a breakout followed by a retest, of course, with rejection, and then an upside to the 750 level. And of course, if it does not go to that level, then we're going to be looking for sales. Of course, if it breaks this 000 level, gives us a retest and a rejection, then I'm going to be going to this 500 level. So this is all I do. Like, I really try not to overcomplicate trading, because these levels are really going to help you. And once you understand like the basics, like support and resistance, then that's really going to give you more insight as well. But you want to keep it as stupid simple as possible. And that's what a lot of people don't do. They try to overcomplicate trading, but make your chart look as good as possible. Make your candlesticks, color coded to your liking, and just wait for a setup. Like, don't try to jump into a trade just because you think it's going to do something. Like right now it is 3:36, and I normally do not trade after 12 o'clock, but I did see like a valid setup for this pair. And then in addition to that, I don't trade until after 6 p.m. All right, so going back to the chart that I just had up, which was right here, I did get into this trade at 153.058. So let me show you where I entered. 153.058, or what did I say? 058. So about right here. Okay, my stop loss would be this 800 level. So it'll be 800, and then my take profit will be either 750 or 800 as well. I think I'm gonna go with 800. So let me make this bigger so y'all can see. So in addition to using quarter points, I do use institutional levels as well. Where did my writing go? Okay, so in addition to quarter points, you do have institutional levels, which is the 200 level and the 800 level. So these are going to be your bank levels, okay? These are what your banks use, because if you are not familiar, banks do trade your money in the foreign exchange market, okay? So let me just show you an example really quickly. So let's use this level at the top right here, all right? So I guarantee you got a reversal at either a 200 or 800 level. So right here, look at this, boom. This is close to your 200 level. okay? And what do you see from there? It went down because this is a institutional level, and I do have these kind of labeled, so you'll see on the right it'll say, probably can't see, it says institutional level right here. You can't really see it, but yeah, you are going to see that a lot of banks, they trade off of those institutional levels. Okay, so another level, let's see, let's say right here, look at this, it says 188, and that is close to your 200 level. Boom. What do you see happen right here? You got a rejection and a reversal. Okay, so it came down, broke past this 200 level, came back, gave us a retest and an entry if you were already in the sale, and that would have gave you a flipping 360 pips. Okay, so let me break down pips, y'all, because y'all are not understanding how big and major this is in the Forex language. So I said 360 pips. The smallest lot size you can possibly use is a 0.01, which is equivalent to 10 cents. All right, all you're doing is moving your decimal point over to the right one time, and it'll be in front of this 1. So this is how it looks right now. It'll be 10 cents, okay? So, of course, a 0.05 would be 50 cents. Y'all catch on, catch up. Like, I'm trying to push y'all on game real quick, okay? A 0.10 would be, I'm gonna let y'all kind of, okay, somebody said $1. Okay, $1. It's gonna be $1. Okay, 0.50 would be $5. Yes, you're right. And a 1.00, which is a standard lot size, would be $10. Okay, and all of this will be per pip. Okay, per pip, so on and so forth. Okay, so let's say with these 360 pips, we were using a 0.10 lot size times 360 pips. So remember I told you 0.10 is equivalent to a $1. Okay, so if a 0.10 lot size is equivalent to $1 per pip, then that means you would have made $360 just by writing it down. But like I told you, I try to catch 20 to 40 pips. So even if I would have caught like a small piece of that big drop, let's say 0.10 lot size times 20 pips, that still would have been $20. Okay, 0.10 lot size times 40 pips, that would have been $40. Okay, and I just want to show you, this is just like a smaller lot size, but imagine you would have used like a 0.10 lot size, and remember I told you that's $10 per pip. Okay, so a 1.00 lot size times 360 pips, because that's what happened, that drop, that is $3,600. Somebody would have made $3,600. Like, that's major in the investing world. Okay, even if you were just trading for the day, like, that's major. Okay, and then of course a 1.00 lot size, and you are using, let's say, 20 pips, or you're trying to catch 20 pips, that would have been $200. Okay, so $200 a day is not bad. 1.00 lot size, let's say you're going for 40 pips, it would have been $400. $400 a day is not bad, y'all. So I just want y'all to see, like, the pips, that is how we calculate the measurements with in the foreign exchange market. Okay, so if we go down to the chart and see what's going on right now, All right. All we're doing right now is just getting like a little retest, okay? And let me see. This is like the institutional 200 level right here. So I was looking at that as well, but I don't think price wants to continue down. I think price honestly wants to break above this trend line or this 250 level right here. And also let me draw like a trend line right here from this lowest level to this level right here now. Where I go from here from this wick. If price does not break this wick, what we are going to be expecting is price is just going to bounce off and continue up. Okay. But we're just going to wait and see. It is 3:45 right now. So I will be coming back with more updates, you guys. If this does not go in my direction that I am projecting that it will, then of course we're going to be looking for sales. But right now it is out of our time frame to be looking for trades. So around like 6 o'clock, the market should be like leveled out because it'll be in a new session. But I'm going to come back with an update in a few hours. So I'll see you guys in a few. All right, y'all, really quickly, I just want to show y'all a proper and a improper way to manage your risk and your reward. Okay, so as you can see right here, looking at my risk reward chart, my reward will be 75 pips and my risk will be 25 pips. Okay, so as you can see, 75 pip reward, 25 pip risk. Let's say you have $100 in the account and you use a 0.10 lot size, which I told you is equivalent to $1 per pip. And let's say you risked 25 pips. All right. So as we mentioned, $1 per pip times 25 pips will be $25. So if you lose this trade, you will be left with $75 in your account, which is still good because of course you can always lower your lot size on the next trade and just use smaller lot sizes. Okay. But if you win this trade on a 0.10 lot size, and of course I told you that is $1 per pip, you will be making $1 times 75 pips, $75. So your new standing in your account will be $175. Okay. So I just wanted to come back and tell you that you want to make sure that your risk to reward ratio, and you can see it right here, you always want it to be 1 to 2 or higher. In this case, it is 1 to 288, and that is of course really great because you're making half or double than what you expected. Okay. Improper risk management would be having $100 in your account and you're doing a standard lot size of 1.00, which I told you is equivalent to $10 per pip. Okay, and you do not want that because that trade hits your stop loss, and already you would be losing $10 per pip times 25 pips will be $250. Okay, and like I said, you only have $100 in your account. I don't even think your chart would let you put a standard lot size, but sometimes it will, and that's just your broker is trying to go against you and basically rob you for your money. Okay, because they know some people don't even know what lot size, pips, none of this is. So I just want to make sure I'm educating you guys on that part as well. Okay, but of course if you do win the trade and it hits your take profit, of course that would have been $750 bag, which your new balance would be $850. But you would have to be really lucky. That takes a lot of skill and a lot of years of learning and improving. Okay, so let me just show you. Let me just tell you, this is not a get rich quick scheme. You have to know what you're doing. But this is where I come in. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I will be showing you guys on the next video how to handle like support and resistance and what it is, what pips is, how to set up your trading view chart. I just have a lot in store and coming on the way for you guys, so make sure you subscribe and never miss a beat with what's going on. So it is almost 4 o'clock right now, and I told you I will be back with an update around 7 or 8, so I'll be back in a few hours to show you how it plays out. Hey y'all, so welcome back. It is 11:26 in the morning the next day. I will upload a screenshot right here. I saw that the trade was going in my direction around like 9:30 last night. So I just want to show you like a real-time view screenshot so you can kind of see how it looks. But I do want to point out a few things in which I discussed earlier in the video. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to get these words out the way so it's not too crowded. All right, I'm gonna move this over just until you can kind of see. So when we left off, the market was about, it was doing something like this. So I drew this trend line right here so you can see the higher lows touching the trend line. I did notice that it started like ranging right here from the top of this blue candle right here to the bottom of this blue candle over here next to it. And it was just ranging from that support and resistance. So what I wanted to see was a breakout, okay? And as you can see, that's what happened. From this breakout, it did break the 200 level, which is the institutional bank level, and also the 250 level, which is the quarter point that I mentioned earlier in the video. So as you can see, when it broke out, it came back and gave us a retest of this consolidation area right here. Okay, so it touched that box you know, perfectly actually. So if I delete the box, I just want to show you, I go to the rectangle tool, which it'll be right here under the brush area. So you want to go down to rectangle. I have it favored because that's what I use the most. Okay, so again, I told you I just used the top of this blue candle to the bottom of this blue candle here, and then I just extended it out. Okay, just to find an idea of where price could possibly come back to. Okay, and if you remember earlier in the video, I did mention that I wanted to see price break. So let me line it up perfectly so you can see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I wanted to see price break above this 250 level, come back, give us a retest, and then shoot up to this 750 or 800 level. And as you can see, that is exactly what happened. So if I draw a line right here, where the 800 level is, like I said, that is the banker's institutional level. I'm noticing some resistance. Okay, so price is kind of like rejecting this area. So here's a rejection here, and here's another weak rejection right here. So I just want to see what price wants to do. Now, if this candle right here, it closes in 26 seconds. If it closes below this candle and kind of gives us a retest, it may be about to head down. Basically to go ahead and start its down run. So let me delete these words. All right, looking at the hour chart, looking at the trend line that we drew earlier, this is in the range that it could possibly fall down more. So I see it did come to this 000 level also, which is another indication. So I just want to see how this 15-minute candle closes. Okay, so it did close below the 750 level, and then it opened under the 750 level as well. So that could be a possible sell coming for Gbpjpy. But you know, I got my pips and I'm out. I don't have to I don't have to honestly keep looking at the same pair unless you know exactly want to. But I do want to move on and show you a potential setup that I see happening. And I am going to post this video this morning so that you can see the next idea that I see happening. I did post the Gbpjpy buy in my signals chat. I'm going to leave the link down below so that you can join the chat as well. I said that my first take profit was the 500 level. As you can see, it kind of got close to it right here. Let me actually delete this now. Okay, so that it's not too much confusion and you can kind of see everything clearly. All right. I'm trying to delete some of this extra stuff. So let me delete this 200 because I like to keep my charts as clean as possible. Okay, so if I go back to my original chart over here at GJ, look at that, it's so clean. Oh my god, look how Yeah, this is about to tank, okay? Especially if I draw like a trend line right here. Okay, so it may possibly come down to this area. Let me see, what is this by? The 500 area. Okay, we may possibly see something from there. And of course, if it breaks that and the trend line gives us a retest, we may be looking for sales. Right now, it looks like it's about to range, so I just want to hold off on that. Okay, going back to the chart that me and you both marked up. All right, so as you can see, price started ranging. It gave us a push up, and then it came back to give us a retest or a rejection of this 250 area. Okay, and then from there, it shot up to the 500 level. Okay, shot up more to the 750 level, gave us a retest of the 500 level again, because I want to show you this is how an uptrend works. Okay, with an uptrend, you're going to get a low, a higher high, a higher low, because this low is higher than the last low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and another higher high. Okay, so this is exactly how uptrends work, and I want to show you really quickly. Okay, so uptrend, you're going to see a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and a higher high. Okay, and this is how your uptrend goes. Okay, so as soon as you see a break in your trend, something like this, okay, look at that, boom, and it comes back and retests that trend line, followed by a lower low. What I mean by a lower low, this low is lower than the last low. Okay, all right, and then from there, of course, lower high, let me see, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay, so this is how a downtrend works. Your downtrend is going to have lower lows and lower highs. So make sure y'all taking notes. I'm giving y'all some good notes, but I am going to make a detailed video on this also. So downtrend, lower lows, lower highs. Okay, so this is the downtrend, uptrend, higher high, higher low. All right, and that's how that's going to go. All right, so going back to the chart, you can see that is exactly what happened. Okay, you got a low, a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, if it breaks this last low and it does something, let me delete this. So remember, keep everything clean. If it breaks this last low right here and gives us a retest of the last low and the trend line, it's going down. Okay, I just want to let y'all know that. But of course, make sure y'all practice first, especially if you don't know anything about the market and structure and what's going on. Some people need to know what's going on in the economy. Me personally, I will look at a website called Forex Factory. Factory.com. All right, and this chart is going to come out, okay? So right now, and the important thing you want to look at as far as impact, you want to look for red folder news. So at 8:30 this morning, that was news for the USD dollar. So if I go to a pair, let's say AUD USD. Okay, and I already noticed that the market was in a downtrend, and I saw that it touched the trend line twice. I probably would have gotten in for a sale, and then I saw that let's see, probably around right here, that was 1 o'clock in the morning. It went below my 500 level. I probably would have went to the 15-minute, found like an area of rejection, which is, look at these wicks right here. Probably could have got in for a quick sale. And I told you, I just write it down to the next quarter point. So right here, that would have been 25 pips. Okay, and it looks like it wants to go lower. Okay, so under the 200 level would be the 000. So, you know, it could just fall to this level here, and then that'll be it. Like, you know, it may give you a reversal, it may keep going, but me personally, I'm just getting what I can and I'm going. Okay, honestly. Okay, so as you can see, AUD USD is at the bottom. So that means that if I go to a pair like USD CAD or USD CHF, you'll see that that went up. Okay, and I do have this marked up. All right, I probably would have noticed, you know, it was already in the uptrend, something like this. Boom, boom. This is what you call like an inner trend line. Okay, USD CHF going up, like I mentioned. Look at that, beautiful, and I missed it. So like I said, you will not be able to trade every pair, but if you understand what's going on in the market and you go to your red folder news, that's how you can trade news. Just seeing what's going on in the trend, but sometimes the market will go against you. Okay, so it's best not to trade news at all. Okay, especially as a beginner. All right, so right now we're at 12 o'clock hour. There's no more red folder news for the day, but tomorrow let's look and see. So at 2 a.m. Gbpjpy is going to have red folder news. CAD is going to have red folder news at 8:30. So the trade I want to show you right now is Euro CAD, and it made me come to this Forex Factory website so that I can see what's going on. So there's not any red folder news coming out for Euro or CAD until 8:30 in the morning. All right, so let's go to that pair really quickly. All right, so these are just some old lines that I had in place. Let me pull up a brand new chart so that y'all can see how it looks clean. All right, so looking at the 4-hour chart, I can see that clearly the market is in a downtrend. Clearly. All right. If I go ahead and mark up where my coming support is in this area, something like this, I see that it's close to my 250 level. Look how that lines up perfectly, y'all. I want y'all to get familiar with these quarter points and these institutional levels because that's really all I use to help me trade. And I do use order blocks as well, but I just want to let you know that trading does not have to be complicated. We only make it complicated because it's something we're not used to. Okay. So right now I see price lingering at a level right here, the 200 level. Let me go ahead and mark that up. All right. So price is lingering at this 200 level. It is in a downtrend, but it is also at a level of support right now. Okay. And there was no retest of this 250 level. So I really think price can go back and give us a retest before it continues down more. Okay. So going down to the 1 hour, you can kind of get a closer view on this support level. Okay. And what I'm noticing is a buy is about to happen. Okay. All right. So I am going to upload this video right now at 12 o'clock p.m. on November 16th. So when you see this trade shouldn't have happened. But of course, I just want to show you what I personally see. Okay. So as you can see, I just drew like a inner trend line. What I mean by inner trend line is that if I already drew a trend line of the overall trend, I'm going to draw one also on like a minor trend that I see happening. All right. So going down to the 15-minute, this is like a closer view. And right here, probably from this candle right here to the bottom, this blue candle right here, I just see consolidation. Like This is what you call consolidation. Price is just ranging. Okay, so what I want to see for a real actual buy, I want to see a break above and a break outside of the trend line with a retest and a continuation. All right. Another thing that helped me see like a buy was approaching is above this 200 level. Of course, you have the 250, which is right here. Looks like that's where price is heading to give like a minor retest. And then above that, we have the 500 level. That's where price, the last resistance level was for price. So 500. Like I said, price is just consolidating in this area, okay? All right, so as you can see, price is starting to fall below this 250 level. Let's go to the 5 minute to kind of see what's going on. The 1 minute, I like to do that. All right, so this could easily be a wick. Like, don't get too caught up in looking and watching the trade or the candlestick play out, because these candlesticks are still like processing, is still generating. So you don't want to like read into it too early, okay? Because this could easily just come down, give us a wick. And what I mean by wick is something like this, and then continue up. But be mindful, this is in a downtrend, so it could very easily just continue down, okay? But what's telling me that it wants to shoot up is I'm looking at this wick right here, this long blue wick right here, okay? So I'm not going to count out the buy too easily, because this could easily just, like I said, give us a wick down, shoot up, and then continue back up, okay? And then the 15 minute, we also have 12 minutes before this particular candle closes. The hour, we still have 12 minutes before this particular candle closes. And with the 4 hour, we still have 1 hour and 12 minutes, because the 4 hour candle, the next 4 hour candle opens at 1 p.m. Okay. So probably by the time this video is released, you'll kind of see what's going on in the market. But me personally, I do like this for a buy. I did call it out to my group. So if you decide to get in, you know, tread carefully. My entry point was 1.42357. So of course I entered too early. But my stop loss would be 42000. My take profit would be 43000. Okay. So as you can see, my risk to reward is 1.79, 1 to 1.79. Okay. So this is how it would look. All right. And really, I can go back to the 250 level, but of course that's 64 pips, and I'm only risking, what is that, 35 pips. Okay. All right, so this is a possible buy that I see approaching for Euro CAD. I will give y'all an update on this trade. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Wealthy Bosses. Okay, that is my trading page, and then my real page is aliyehgabriella. Period. But okay, guys, thank you so much. Oh, let's see, 15 minute. You see, we got that week. Okay, so don't be scared of when you see like a massive go down. That could easily just give you like a wick and a rejection that price no longer wants to go down. Okay, yeah, you see it, all right, y'all, so I'll see y'all on the next video. Hopefully this helps you guys see what I see in the market and how I trade. I will be doing more of these videos, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.